Hello. We are live. Oh my gosh. It's been a morning. It's been a week. I completely overslept this morning and my daughter was late to school by 10 minutes. So that was really fun. Uh at first I thought maybe my um alarm didn't go off and no, I slept through it because when I looked at my phone after I dropped the kids off at school, it said that I missed my alarm. So there's that. I just got done eating breakfast pretty much, and I am currently making coffee. I have not touched my laptop since Sunday when I wrote 5,200 words. So there's that. How are all of you? um, Devin is here. Hello. Thank you for lurking earlier. And Katrina, lurk. Hello. I am I don't know why I'm so exhausted because I actually fell asleep pretty early for me. Like it was I want to say before midnight or just around midnight, and usually I'm up till like 2 in the morning. And then I slept until 8:26. When I woke up, saw what time it was, and freaked out, jumped out of bed, quickly got the kids out of bed. Excuse me. And yeah, ate some food and drinking some coffee while trying to pin down this ending of book two. Oh, I did see that you were working on that in the Discord. I have to catch up on messages. I I hope you can pin it down. Sometimes endings are super rough. Like the project I'm working on right now, I don't know how it's ending, other than obviously the couple is gonna be together because it's a romance, but like I don't know exactly what's um for my fantasy romance. I did know what was gonna happen. However, when I came up with the new world building system and world building system, the world building with the new magic system, a lot of things got thrown out the window, so I don't know how that one's ending either. I am so excited to break some hearts with this one. Definitely. I love that. Oh man, that is hilarious. You ready to kill some darlings, huh? Not just in the editing phrase or term. What? I need my coffee. My coffee needs to be done being brewed. Oh Lord. Okay. I am going to start the first sprint right now. Let people filter in, and I'm going to put together a grocery order real quick because we need groceries, and I forgot to do that last night before going to bed. So I need to do that and grab my coffee. So this first sprint is going to be, some just I'm not doing any writing yet. I will do that coming later. Darlings in the form of blood, hearts, and all around mayhem. Yep. That's hilarious. Alrighty. Why don't we get this first sprint started? And I will see you guys back in 25 minutes and we'll do some chit chatting. Okay, and that was the first sprint. How did you guys do? I was able to get my coffee. I started doing the grocery order, and I'm like at a blank as to what I need for the week. My brain is just not in it. um, let's see. Michelle joined us. Hello, Michelle. Good morning. Just waking up, so I'll start writing after the coffee kicks in. I feel that. I feel that so badly. Also, I feel like I need to start grabbing my spring cups out because even though it is still February, it is in the 50s here in the Chicagoland area. And I think it's supposed to be like 70s sometime next week. And that just doesn't feel like winter to me anymore. I'm tempted to put our winter boots away, but I know the second I put the winter boots away, we're going to get a snowstorm because it happens every single time. Every time we put winter clothes and boots and hats and gloves away early, the next couple of days or the next week, we get a huge snowstorm. It's ridiculous. I love snow, but like when it's time to put things away and we put it away and then Mother Nature decides, oh no, you're not done yet. Let's see. Devin was asking Katrina if she's able to sneak in words at work. She hasn't answered yet, but I do know that sometimes she does if she has a moment. A lot of the time she writes on her lunch at work. Didn't see that. Let's see. Started it. I started a campfire channel on my Discord to log new discoveries. That's awesome. How are you liking campfire? I have a lot of the modules, like lifetime modules, and I like it for like a story or a series Bible. But I haven't liked it for the drafting because there is a manuscript portion. And I haven't liked the drafting aspects on it. I don't know if it has changed. I haven't looked at Campfire in probably a good year and a half or so. So I don't know what they've updated. Let's see. Michelle's asking Devin, are you in the plotting phase, outlining or writing a book too? I think she's outlining. If I remember correctly. Yeah, sometimes if there's absolutely nothing going on. Yeah, with the writing. But usually it's at lunchtime when you're able to get words in during a work day. I'm organizing the events I've already written. Oh, okay. So you've already have the first draft of book 2? Is that what or are we talking about Campfire? Because now I'm just like very I need my coffee, guys. I have likes and dislikes with Campfire. Same. I really like the series Bible aspect of it. But then there's like certain things. I haven't been on it for a while. I'll have to. I'm getting it up on my other screen so next sprint because it's been a while since I've looked at Campfire. I'm a write first, plot later person, Plancer. Nice. I don't think I've ever written first and then gone back to see if I'm hitting everything. I usually try to brainstorm an idea of where the story is going to go, and then I start writing, and then when I'm done with that, then I look back and see if everything looks okay. But I definitely need some sort of idea before I dive headfirst. I really needed the timeline to organize my POVs 3 main characters, 15 plus side characters, heavy political and slow burn. Yeah, I think Campfire is really, really great for fantasy and sci-fi writers for sure, because you're able to do all of that. Same, I haven't been on it in ages. Yeah, I've got it pulled up, I can take a look at it during the next sprint. Going back to this, I will say that with my contemporary romance, since I've connected like 4 different series into interconnected series, I have a list of characters that show up within these 4 series, and this isn't even all of the characters, this is just everyone that I know in the first series, and then maybe like the first book or 2. Why is the lighting so bad? Oh, I'm like being washed out. Am I just too close to my window? That dang sun. Um so it, I feel like it might be beneficial for contemporary writers who also have interconnected series like this, to where they're able to go ahead and have like an entire world Bible in a way. That way, yeah, I don't know where I was gonna go with it. I got distracted by the sun. Uh, yes, and when you start publishing and get further into the series, make a family tree as bonus content. Yeah, I definitely need to make a family tree even with this first series, because it is based it's like a family saga. So the first the first 2 series in this interconnected series deal with one family, and there's like 12 cousins I think I'm dealing with that ha it's complicated. But I have like 12 cousins that are in this, and it just I need a family tree. Like they all have the same grandma, but they don't all have the same parents, you know, cuz they're cousins. I need to finish my coffee. Campfire has a free version available for PC and mobile app, and I can work offline. Yeah. Katrina and I bought a bunch of lifetime modules a long time ago after, um, I think after a Nano, um, event, there was like a 50% off sale or something. Um, but yeah, when we bought the lifetime modules, it was super clunky all the way, and all yeah, way back then. I don't even what was that? 2019, 2020? I wonder if I can see when I purchased them if I go into my account. Account information, purchase history. You haven't purchased any story. No, that's not. No. What are these stories? Owned for life. I just want to see when I purchased them. I apparently have all of them except for the calendar. I didn't know that. Interesting. Okay, account information, private. Oh, What is this so when I go to purchase history, it says purchases made on Campfire, but then it says you haven't purchased any stories yet. Discover new stories on Campfire and reveal their secrets while you read. So is it going like in a Ream story or like a Patreon type of scenario? This is making no sense to me. All right, I guess I have to go to my email to see when I purchased. Because I don't, when was that? Yeah, a few years ago. Okay, actually I should probably do that with my books since all my series are interconnected. Yeah, I know, we've been talking about that for a while. FYI, if you have my book, the family trees are in the back. I used Canva to make mine. Nice. When I was first connecting all of these back in December, I tried making a family tree on Canva and my brain just wasn't braining. And so I put it down because it was driving me bonkers. I actually forgot all about Campfire. Yeah, I feel like since I didn't use it a whole lot, like I have it on my bookmark bar. But since I don't use it quite often, I do kind of forget about it. Let's see. Campfire. I'm just very curious what year it was that let's see. I think it was 2020 because that's when I started getting Campfire emails. So I had to have signed up for something. I don't have any emails of saying like, "Oh, you purchased this, blah blah blah. Thank you for redeeming blah blah blah." I'm sorry. Okay. I'm going to say it was 2020 is when I first got Campfire. Campfire started a beta on sharing your story and world building with others. I did see that you could, they've always had that discovery thing, but I didn't know they started doing like where you can share your story as well, like the manuscript. I think it's similar to publishing the stories on Ream or Patreon. That's what I was thinking. But yeah, interesting. Interesting. I think they are also dipping their toes into publishing. Hmm. Write it out on paper first, then do it in Canva. Yes, and I did that. My issue was trying to make Canva work for me. And I think it was just because I was looking at some of the family tree templates and not enough of them, or not, they didn't have like enough spaces. And every single time I was like moving around the boxes, the text box would move, but then there was, the background of that stayed where it was. And then I was just like, you know what? I'm done. I'm going to worry about this at a later time because this ain't working for me. And then I do remember I did go on to Campfire and I did put together a little project because I was like, I remember being able to connect characters and like relationships. So I started doing a family tree and it looks a little wonky. I can share it. It looks a little wonky, but it worked better than when I was trying to figure it out for Canva. So like here's the grandma. and then here's her 2 sons and their wives, and then their kids and their kids. And actually, I have to change some of these names because I already changed those names. But yeah, so that's what I was trying to do on Canva, and it just wasn't working because there, it, it just was, yeah. Alrighty. Yeah, you'll probably have to do it from scratch. Yeah, and I wasn't wanting to do it from scratch at the time, which is why I said I'll do it when in the future. Mine will be interesting because of the blended families. Yeah, that will be interesting for sure. Um, I'll have to make I didn't mean to do that. I'll have to make even more because in future series. So let's see. In the second series, the very last book, I have a character called Noah Miller, and then his brother has the first book in the third series. And then also in the second series, I have a character called Blair Walker, and her sister shows up in book 2 in series 3. So I have a lot of that as well. So I'll have like multiple family trees that I'm gonna have to make. And then I also kind of want to make a map for my fictional town so that I know where everything is. But that also terrifies me because I know how long it took me to make my fantasy map, and I feel like making the fantasy map is actually easier than making a contemporary map. Same, because most of mine are interconnected by friend groups rather than families. Yeah. Um, yeah. So series 3 is going to be more friend based. Like the 3 books are based off of 3 best friends, but 2 of the characters in there, their older siblings show up in previous series. And then the last series, I don't even have character names yet, but I know that it's going to be a big friend group. Because that's my bridal party series. So, yeah. It's a lot. But I'll be excited to do a next gen series later down the road. Yes. That would be so exciting. Also, I think Devney Perry is doing a next gen series in the near future. I think. I just watched an interview from her, I think a year or 2 ago, and she was talking about a next gen series that was coming later down the road. So I have to look into that. And I love Devney Perry so much. Like, she is probably the biggest inspiration I have for how I want my series to be in the realm of like genre and the small town and the family saga and slight romantic suspense or whatever it is. Yeah. Yeah, I'm super excited. I know Kelsey Ray is releasing a next gen series now. That's awesome. That is so awesome. I don't think I've read any of Kelsey Ray's stuff, but I'm going to have to look into it for sure. Alrighty. Should we get the next sprint going? Because I got to finish putting together this grocery list or this grocery order. That way I can get it picked up when I have to pick up the kids from school. So why don't we start the next sprint? I promise tonight I'll do the trees. I forgot about it today. So I'll do the the planting of the trees tonight on tonight's sprints, which I'm starting at 7:30 Central Time, um, to make up for having to start later today. Alrighty, we are starting the sprint, and I will see you guys back in 25 minutes. Happy sprinting! Okay, and that was that sprint. How did you do? I put in my Aldi order and was talking to Katrina a little bit about putting together possible murder boards for non-murder series. I have these 3 poster boards, and we were talking about how it might be beneficial to have a board that like connects everything together. But yeah, and then I went on to Campfire to take a look at it, and I'm trying to figure out if the manuscript portion looks different from when I first looked at it. I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of changes, but I also feel like Campfire is a learning curve, like a huge learning curve, kind of like how Scrivener is. And I just haven't given myself time to really learn about it. So we'll see. We'll see. But I was able to get my grocery order in, and I can pick it up between 1 and 2, so that's great. Let's see. Progress was Progress was made by Devin. Yes, that is amazing. I also got a hilarious snap from my brother. He's currently dealing with a cold. He said that he has a cold or whatever and that he doesn't feel good. And then he went to the store and sent me a picture of like his grocery bag. And I see a whole bunch of like medicine and whatnot. And he's like, I may have went a bit overkill, but I've got my emergency 3 different flavors of cough drops. He's got severe Dayquil in there, ibuprofen, and there was something else. And I'm just like, you are ridiculous. I love you. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? I couldn't tell if it was just me or not. I will say I love and hate the fact that you like add a new chapter, but you can't see it all in one thing either. Like at least with Scrivener, yes, you have each document is its own thing, but then if you like click the manuscript thing, you would be able to see it all in one thing. But whenever I just hit the manuscript, it just closes. Like it's just a drop down menu, and then you would have to go to each chapter. I don't think I like that. I haven't tried actually typing in it to see if I like it. I'm currently looking for like a dark mode, because if something doesn't have a dark mode, I want nothing to do with it. Because it hurts my eyes. Manage themes. Dark. Confirm. Okay, it has a dark mode. Thank God. I don't know if I like that dark mode though. Go back. Where did I see that? Manage themes. Campfire, light, dark, crime, history, steampunk, urban fantasy, western, sci-fi, horror, fantasy, romance, and holiday. Huh. Okay. Nope, don't like that one. Now I'm going through all the different themes that you can do. Romance. Romance is okay. It's still on the lighter end, but it's more gray. I'm okay with that. I don't like the stark white. It's just so bright and it hurts my eyes. The romance one's not terrible. Let's see, fantasy. Looks the same, just with green elements. Okay. View. And the font is different. I like the font. Horror is in a dark mode type of. Okay. Mine is in dark mode. I'm the same with dark mode. Yeah, if something doesn't have some sort of dark mode, you lost me. You absolutely lost me. You can customize the theme. You can do that with Scrivener too. Sometimes I'm just way too lazy to customize anything. The sci-fi is in a dark mode as well. Let's see. Western. Interesting. Urban fantasy. Urban fantasy looks pretty cool. I'm only in the manuscript portion though, but it seems to be changing the theme throughout the entire thing. Steampunk. Okay. History. Crime. And light. Yeah, definitely not light. No light. No. What's the campfire one? No. I'm just gonna go to dark. Dark mode. I don't know if I like the dark mode though. Okay, I'm done. I sent a video to World Building in Cozy Corner about chapters. Ooh, I'm gonna have to look at that. You can upload your own photo and customize the themes. Nice. I'm gonna have to look at your video. I'll do that at the next sprint for sure. Let's see. I've got my grocery order done. And if I pull up my Wordy Writer challenge spreadsheet, I have a total of 14,266 words written, and to write 1,573 words today and every other day up until the 29th in order to hit 30,000 words. Ideally, I'd like to have another 5K day, but I'm not pushing myself today. I can't right now. It's been a week for my family. And I'm just I feel like I can only push myself for like the bare minimum on the words right now unless I get in the zone. So, for the next sprint, I'm going to try and write, I think. Yeah, because I'm in like the middle of a scene from Sunday, I believe. Not in that. Where is it? Yeah, I'm in the middle of a scene. So I think I'm going to try and write for the next sprint. I'd like to put together my boards, but I need to like print out pictures and whatnot so that I can make it pretty because I want to make it pretty. Because if I don't make it pretty, I'm not going to want to look at it. Am I the only one? Like, I have these, if you're going to do it on a poster board, right? That might just be my perfectionistic qualities coming out, but hot chocolate time. Well, caramel white chocolate instant coffee. Ooh, that sounds so good. So good. I've just got my vanilla coffee that I made with vanilla syrup. I'm pretty basic when it comes to my daily coffee. I like the French vanilla, syrup, and I just put some of that in there and I mix it with a little bit of milk. Pretty basic, um, but that's just me making it. Um, I like a whole bunch of different flavored kinds of coffees. Like at Dunkin', I'm always getting the blueberry one, because blueberry is one of my favorite flavors in a coffee, which I didn't think it would be, but it is. And I like the chestnut praline at Starbucks. Um, the one thing that I absolutely love from Starbucks is the I don't even think they have it this year, and it's really pissing me off. Let me see. Order. Sure. It couple of years they've had a no, they don't freaking have it. They had a Irish cream cold brew, and it was always a winter flavor, and then it would like end right before St. Patrick's Day, and I thought that was a crime because it's an Irish cream. So why not have it all the way through the end of March? And it would always like leave sometime in February. And I haven't even seen it once this winter season, and it's like one of my favorite fl- from Starbucks, and they're not even doing it. And it's really pissing me off. Looks like for their cold brews, they only have chocolate hazelnut cookie, which I'm not a hazelnut person, pistachio cream cold brew, cinnamon caramel cream, salted caramel cream, chocolate cream, which actually the chocolate cream cold brew is pretty good. And then like a vanilla sweet cream cold brew, and then like just regular cold brew. But I'm like so upset that they don't have the Irish cream. Like, I'm sorry. I need my Irish cream. I want it so bad. I'm addicted to gingerbread syrup. It's so good in chai and in my coffee. Ooh. Wawa? What's Wawa? Has a great blueberry cobbler medium roast coffee. Ooh, I like that. That sounds super delicious. I know Green Mountain has some K-Cups that is a like wild blueberry flavor coffee. And um when I purchased through like Keurig and got like a whole bunch of like discounts. Um Now I just buy my cheap coffee because money. But that sounds so freaking good. Yes, sounds amazing. It's a crime, Irish cream for St. Right? Like, where is it? Where is it? It's a winter seasonal. Really, I can get the blueberry at Dunkin', like, all year round. Maybe it's just that specific blueberry cobbler flavor. And when it comes to flavors, I am more of a winter flavor girl than anything else. Like, I prefer winter flavors over fall flavors. Um, Sorry, not sorry. Oh, it's a gas station. Okay. We don't have that here. Um, I don't I don't think there's a Wawa near me. I've never heard of it. So, it's not in the Chicagoland area, but yeah. Um, I think yeah, we've been on a break for about 10-ish minutes, a little bit more. Why don't we go ahead and start the next sprint? I'm hoping to start the actual writing process. But I'm gonna check out Devin's video that she uploaded in our Discord server, and I am that odd person who can't stand pumpkin spice coffee drinks. I do like one pumpkin spice latte a year. Literally one. Like when it first comes out, I grab one. And then for the rest of like fall, I just stick with my vanilla lattes or my blueberry coffee at Dunkin'. Um and then once winter comes, I mostly get the chestnut praline, but I also get the cinnamon dolce, which I think is an all-around flavor, like they have it year round, but I get the cinnamon dolce, I get the why can't I it mint, something mint. Oh my god. Peppermint mocha? Is that what it's called? Why can't I think today? Oh my god, me oversleeping today is not doing well for me. And then, like, I would once, like, Christmas is over, I would, like, stop doing the chestnut praline, and I would then just get the Irish cream one all the time, and, I can't do that. I have to figure out how to make my own. I have to find some sort of Irish cream flavoring thing. I think it's a southern thing. I've never seen one further north. It probably is. Isn't, like, Buc-ee's a southern thing too? I don't think we have any of those up here either. I buy the ground pumpkin spice, but can't find a good one in town. Dunkin' used to be so good. Now it tastes like sugar syrup. Oof. Um, it's because the pumpkin one that they have is like in the sweetened flavor syrup, isn't it? I cannot stand the sweetened ones that Dunkin' has. It's too sweet. I have to get the unsweetened, which the blueberry falls in that. And I think like the raspberry also falls into that, but I cannot stand the sweetened flavor syrups. It's too much for me. Way too much for me. I also have a ground pumpkin spice that's not bad in coffee, but the PSL at Starbucks is bleh. It's yeah, it's okay. I feel like this past year when I tried it, it was better than previous years, but it could have just been the barista who had made it. But I'm just like I don't mind pumpkin. However, apple is my go-to fall flavor. Like I'm more of an apple girly during the fall than I am pumpkin. But I don't like the caramel apple macchiato or whatever that they made. I'm not a big fan of that. So I just stuck with my vanilla lattes. But ooh, the pumpkin chai. I'll have to try that next season. Um, but yeah, I'm like at Thanksgiving, obviously I'm gonna have a piece of pumpkin pie because I like pumpkin pie, but that's about it. Everything else I'm gonna do apples. And I'm so glad I'm not the only one who thinks this about the sweetened flavor syrups at Dunkin'. They are so sweet. It's like I feel like they're rotting my teeth with one sip at Star Smucks. I'm not gonna lie, I do love a Starbucks. I am a Starbucks girly. However, their prices are ridiculous. Um, like I collect all of the points so that I can use the points to get these reusable cups. That's basically what I do. And then I take a big break. And then I just stick with Dunkin' and get like just my regular coffee because I can get an extra large coffee for like 3.50 or something. And so much it's so much easier or price-wise better. We're going to start the next sprint. I am super loopy today. super loopy. Alrighty. I will see you guys back in 25 minutes. Happy sprinting. Okay, and that was that sprint. I didn't do any writing. I was putting everything that I have written in Scrivener into Novelpad because I wanted to see how it looked with the calendar goal setting page that Novelpad has. And as I was going through that, I noticed on Scrivener, like at the top, if you have like it'll show you how many words you have in your manuscript. And like if you if you set a goal for it, it'll say like so and so out of however many you set your goal for. And then it'll also show how many words you have for the day. And if you have like a writing session word count goal, it'll show, 0 out of, I have mine set to 2000. And so on the top there, it shows that I have 6,332 words out of 1,000. Yet at the bottom, when I'm in like the full manuscript view, at the bottom it says that I have 8,811 words. Partner, why am I missing like 2,500 words from one thing? And then I was transferring everything as one, have that as a backup, two, so that I can see how the calendar changes and everything. And I have a total of 9,067 words. Why can't any of these writing programs get even like within like, if it was like within like 20 to 30 words, I'd be fine. Like that's fine. But like this is like 200 to 300 words that Novelpad is saying that I have more of, and Scrivener says that I have less of. I don't understand. I don't understand. Due to grande oat milk chai at Starbucks was $6.15 the other day. Also, SoCal prices are outrageous for anything in life. I feel this. I usually I can tell you right now exactly how much it would be for me. So if I go my normal plain vanilla latte, a grande, which is the medium size, is $5.75, but the checkout would be $6.38 because of tax. I don't usually get a grande because grande is not enough for me. So to get a venti, which is literally only 4 more ounces, that would be $6.25 with a total of $6.94 after tax. It's so ridiculous. I remember a venti vanilla latte at Starbucks used to cost me like maybe $5 with tax. Like, why? I didn't change any of the milks. I don't have any of like the specialty milks in it. It's just the plain Jane vanilla latte, and it's that expensive. Ridiculous. As to where if I go on the Dunkin' app, I'm just curious. Granted, it's not a latte, but I do think they do have lattes. I've just never had them. Let's see. Let's go to, let's see how much. So their large vanilla latte is $4.99, and it would be $5.49 after tax. That's much better. And their larges are bigger than Starbucks, I think. Aren't they? I know their large iced ones are much bigger. My books were just delivered. Yes, that's amazing. Yeah, nothing got done. I was focused on unboxing and showing off. but it's exciting. Novelpad is another writing software in the veins of like Dabble Writer and Noveler. Um, it's subscription based, like all of them, and I really like the goal setting for Novelpad. Um, I like how it's set up, and I want that for like all of them. But it's just another writing software to use. I like the majority of it. I the drafting is so-so in it, but I like all of the other components that Novelpad has. Yeah, Starbucks is always expensive for milk subs. I have to use coconut milk for me and the wee one, and it's like 16. Yeah, like it's ridiculous. It's expensive even without doing a milk substitute. It's actually cheaper for me to get Starbucks at Target than at any actual Starbucks store. I also heard you can get free refills at Target. So, like, if you get it when you when you first get there and you're doing your shopping and you finish your drink, I've heard that you can go to the Starbucks again and ask for a free refill because they have like a different policy than the actual like Starbucks. I mean, I know that they are an actual Starbucks, but the ones that are inside the Targets, I think, have like a different policy. Does it have a light version? Dark mode hurts my eyes and makes my vision blurry. It does, I believe. Let me double check. Settings. Yeah, there's a light and a dark theme. Yeah. Yeah, there is a light theme for Novelpad. I'm definitely asking next time at Target. I mean, I've seen a few TikToks about it, so I'm hoping that it's true. I've never tried it myself, but I don't go to I don't go like out shopping as often as I used to. Um, and I think the Target that's closest to me actually doesn't even have a Starbucks in there, because it's a very small one. But I think the Super Target, which is a few towns away, does. And I haven't gone to that one in so long. Not that I'll need more caffeine when I'm done shopping. We always need more caffeine, right? Uh, dark. Yeah. Um, also, fun fact, I think my grocery order is already it's been done for like a half hour. How do I close this out? Cancel order. Yes, cancel. Yeah, my order has been ready since noon. And I put it in at what, 11:30, 11:45. I heard that writers turn caffeine into words. I try to. I definitely try to turn my caffeine into words. I will say, over the past year, I haven't been drinking as much caffeine as I used to, and I kind of miss it. I think it's just because this past year I've been like so busy that I like forget to make my own coffee. And I'll remember at like 4 o'clock and then I'll make it and then I'll forget about it and I won't drink it. I have so many of those days where I make a cup of coffee, forget about it, and then if I like make it in the morning, I'll like put it in the microwave to reheat it and then I'll forget it in the microwave. until, I use the microwave later on in the day for something, and I forget. It's it's real fun. Oh. Oh. I Oh, Devin, I watched your videos on your Discord channel on the campfire. I love that you sound like you're having so much fun with it. And it's definitely making me want to put all my fantasy stuff over there and see how I like it. And I also like your little tip on using the headings, and then you're able to just click the headings, like how you would be for, like, in Microsoft Word or in Google Docs. But I love that it sounds like you're having so much fun with it. On the weekends, I use a metal tumbler to keep my coffee hot as possible. Yeah, I need to get back into using my metal tumblers. I have a couple of them. My husband brought home a coffee from McDonald's, and I thought my heart was going to explode since I've cut back on my caffeine intake. Okay, I have an unpopular opinion because I know there are so many people out there who love McDonald's coffee. I am not one of those people. I detest their coffee. Whenever I take a sip of McDonald's coffee, I feel like I get this aftertaste of pepper, and I don't like it. I don't know what it is, but there is something in their coffee that just makes me wanna puke. I hate it so much. Like, I take one sip, I'm like, "Nope, nope, can't do it." I I can taste that right now just even thinking about it. You're welcome. Yeah, it's their coffee is not good, but there's, like, so many people that I've heard love their coffee, and I'm like, "Why? Why?" Oh, it was pretty gross, it tasted burned. See, for me, it didn't taste burnt, it tasted peppery, which I don't think would be burnt, because 'cause I've had burnt coffee before, and it didn't taste like that. It just was like it tasted like there were peppercorns mixed in with, like, their coffee grounds, and it's happened every time I've had their coffee. Like, um, I prefer gas station and Starbucks, absolutely no fast food coffee. I the only gas station coffee I've ever really had is, like, the, French vanilla cappuccino coffees that, you just press the button in that machine and it comes out. Sam's Club actually has, like, a powdered version of that I bought, and it tastes exactly like the French vanilla cappuccinos that you would get from the gas station, and I was, like, super excited. So I'll use that, sometimes too during the week when I forget to make a cup of coffee because I just have to heat up water to mix it. But I can see gas station coffee being superior. Although I don't have a Wawa or a Gate or a Dailies by me. We've got, like, Thornton's, Speedway, Shell, others. Those are the top. BP. Those are the tops that I can think of by me. I know in Indiana there's a Casey's, and I hear they have good pizza or something. Actually, there might be a Casey's in, like, the southern, um, towns, and not even, like, southern, but, like, 40 minutes away from me or so. QT's coffee is decent. I don't know what QT is either. That cappuccino tastes the same as Hills Brothers, you'll love it. Oh, then I am my Midwestern is showing because I just said, "Oh." And I'm probably going to, add that to my list of things to get very soon because, yes, I love that cappuccino. Quick Trip. You know, it sounds familiar. I don't think I have any near me. I don't know, I'm gonna have to Google it. It does sound familiar, but I don't know super close to me. I'm going to the locations right now just to, so the closest one to me is, like, 40 minutes away, half hour, 30 to 40 minutes away, and honestly, there's not even a whole lot. There are a total of 3 that is close. There are 3 in Northern Illinois, it looks like. So, yeah, Quick Trip is not very, popular by me. I would go to Buc-ee's for coffee, but that place can get insane during the day, it's like a tourist trap. I've never been to Buc-ee's, but I have heard of Buc-ee's through, like, TikToks and whatnot, and I can see it being a tourist trap because so many tourists end up going there because it looks awesome from all of, like, the TikToks that I've seen. Um, Buc-ee's is wild, we have one in our town, and it's insanity. You should come to Texas and we'll go to Buc-ee's. Yeah, we are planning to do a trip down to Texas soon. Um, or not soon, but we're hoping to do one soon. My sister-in-law was actually thinking about doing a I think she wanted to do an Austin trip for around her birthday, but she doesn't know if she's even gonna be able to do that this year because everything like, her work schedule is super wonky this year because of the leap year. Um, and with all of the holidays being, like, in the middle of the week, and she has, like, flip weeks where the usually she works Monday through Thursday, and then she has her Fridays off, but, like, I think she said 9 out of the 12 months this year, she has her Mondays off at the end of the month, and she has to work the Fridays. I don't know. Her schedule is so weird, and so I don't think that's gonna be plausible this year, but I know we want to try and do a Texas trip soon. Cleanest bathrooms ever. Nice. All I'm saying is if a stop in my town isn't on your list, girl. Whenever somebody mentions Texas and me and Joe are like, "Okay, we can plan something." I was like, "Okay, where in the vicinity is that to Katrina?" It's my first, first question whenever somebody brings up Texas. So don't worry. And then, like, I think at one point, um, wherever SpaceX is located, because we were talking about a trip down to there a couple years ago. I was like, "Okay, where is that to Katrina?" And then I found out it was like, what, like 8 hours from you? I was like, "Damn it, that's kind of too long." But honestly, whenever we're talking about Texas, you're the first thought, don't worry. How far away is Austin from you? I guess yeah. Yeah, the SpaceX I knew was like an 8-hour drive for you. I am amazed at how big Texas is and that's coming from an American. Like, I can only imagine how crazy it is for international travelers to find out how big Texas is because I'm amazed at how big Texas is. About 3.5 to 4 hours, but I have a lot of family there and my brother lives there. Nice. Okay, because I know she wants to do Austin for sure. Um, I also think she wants to do, is it San Padre Island? Something like that. I don't know. I don't know if it's happening this year though. I know Joe and I don't even really have the funds to do a big trip because I feel like we would for sure have to fly because that's I'm grabbing maps up right now. All right, so let's see. From me to Austin, Texas, it would be, let's go to maps. Let's go to directions. And we're going to do home. So from my home to Austin, it is a 16 to 17-hour drive, depending on the route. And only a 2 hours and 45-minute flight. That's supposed to be 3.5. Yeah, I figured that's what it was. I could even drive to San Antonio. Where, let's see, San Antonio. Let's see, San Antonio is even further. It is an 18-hour drive for me. I think Dallas would probably be the fastest drive. Let's try that. Dallas is a 14-hour drive for me. So regardless, we would probably end up having to fly. And I think when we looked for me, Joe, and the kids, it was, I think it was like $1,200 for just flights. And it wasn't in our budget for this year. 10 to 12 hours for me. Is South Padre Island closer to the SpaceX area? Yes, I know. That's why I looked up Dallas. Yeah, yeah, I know. We do. I don't think we have means in the budget for a vacation at all this year unless it's like, for a weekend getaway at like an Airbnb an hour away from us. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. I promise, Katrina, we will plan a Texas trip in the near future. It will happen. I don't know if you can convince me to move to Texas because I'm sorry, scorpions are a big no for me. But you can definitely convince me to come visit. Absolutely. We will plan something. Yeah, I totally get that. We're going to Galveston in June for Wee One's birthday. She wanted to do that instead of party. That's awesome, though. Probably not much cheaper, though, than a party. Kids' parties can get so expensive at times. Ugh. Alrighty, why don't we go ahead and get this last sprint started because I only have time for one more sprint before I have to break for lunch and then go pick up the kids and groceries. So let's get this started. Definitely not. It's more expensive, but tons of beach time. There you go. That that works. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and start this sprint, and I'll see you guys back in 25 minutes. Happy sprinting. Okay, and that was that sprint. I started getting the kids' birthday party event invites for on Facebook done because I realized I didn't do that yet, and so now I'm making a graphic for it. So today was more about me being productive in everything but my writing, apparently. That'll be different for tonight's stream. Tonight's stream will be focused solely on writing stuff for me. This morning, I just had to get a whole bunch of, like, life stuff done. Hello, Jacqueline, welcome. I will be back on tonight if you are interested in joining us then. But yeah, um, I just it has been it's been a week, guys. Oh. My cousin's dog apparently has pancreatitis or had it. I don't even know. Um, and then her grandma died. So it's been very, very hectic with the family. And this week is just, it's been a week. It's been a week. But I am going to quickly finish getting this graphic together. Oh shoot, you just reminded me that I have to make grad announcements for my son, right? Like, it comes so fast. We've had this birthday party, like, date in mind for literally a month now. And I kept meaning to put together, like, the Facebook event because that's just, like, the easiest for us to do with both of our families. And I kept pushing it, and now I'm just like, it's already almost the end of February, and their birthday party is in less than a month. Or no, it's in a month from now. So I'm just like, I need to get this done. More progress was made. I even added words to book 2. Yes, that's amazing. Are you doing all the drafting in Campfire now? Or are you still drafting somewhere else? Thank you. I really, really hope things start calming down. Um, we had 2 deaths in my husband's side of the family, and we just went to 2 of those wakes last week. And so then we'll have my great aunt's wake probably sometime next week. It hasn't been, like, determined yet, but then I have another great aunt who's in and out of the hospital and currently has, like, RSV, so I'm just like, "Are you kidding me?" And then my step grandma is in the hospital because she just had a heart attack, and I'm just like, we just need to, like, stop. Like, this needs to just stop. I can't handle anymore. It needs to just no. No more. Drafting in Word, outline-ish in Campfire. I'm not ready to pay for more words. Oh, see, I don't know how it works since I already have, like, the lifetime version of the manuscript module. I definitely, if you are interested in Campfire, look at, like, the Nano site and go to the sponsors and see if there's a code, like a discount code. You might want to maybe wait until April for camp because I don't know if it'll change or if it'll be a higher percentage off if you win Camp Nano in April. And if that's the case, do a very low word count so that you guarantee yourself to be a winner to get those nice extra goodies. Hashtag no more. Yes. No more. For real. Oh man. But yeah, it's been a week. Why I, like, hate that the window is right here. Oh, that sounds divine. I want to draft/write my next series, Steampunk and Campfire. Nice. So, definitely look at what's, currently available on, like, the sponsors page of, Nano, and if there isn't anything right now, there probably will be in April for the camps. Um, and I don't know if the camps get a bigger like, if you're a winner in the camps, I don't know if they get a bigger discount than the non-winners in camp like they do for regular Nano. I want to say it is the case, but I'm not sure, so don't quote me on that. But definitely, just do a lower word count just in case there is a bigger discount advantage. But yeah. So, with that being said, I am going to go grab a little bit of lunch real quick and then go pick up my groceries. And I will for sure be back on tonight. I did change it to an earlier time, so it's going to be 7:30 Central Time instead of 8 p.m. Central Time. So I will be here a half hour early. And I did change it to like 10:30, but I might still be here by like 11 or 11:30 tonight, depending on how I'm feeling and how much I've actually gotten done. I'm sorry for what you've been going through, sending virtual hugs and good vibes your way. Thank you. I really, really appreciate that. But I will see you guys later. Thank you so much for sprinting with me. And if I don't see you later, I hope you have a great day and the rest of the week. And Sunday is an all day write-a-thon day again. So put that on your calendars. I'll get those live streams set up for Sunday. Bye. Yes, Sunday. Bye, guys.